viewers, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we are looking into Do They Miss You? And I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is the Mid-Centurion Tarot, and pile number two is the Unveiled Tarot. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today. But I do hope that at least one of the pile's messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or good private reading. So just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. There is going to be an extended for this reading, so let's take a look at what you can expect in the extended. We will look at what would they say to you right now, what are their current intentions, and what is their next move. Details for the extended is going to be there in the description box below if you'd like to check it out. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Hi pile one, for those of you who chose the Mid-Centurion Tarot, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energy, so close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty pile one. Do they miss you? Let's take a look. The Empress, Eight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Eight of Cups, Temperance, Ace of Swords. I also have your Oracle cards. We have Leadership, 7373 with Achievement. We have Progress, Flexible. So the answer to your question is that you are heavy on your person's mind, pile one. I wouldn't say miss you, but I will say they have been thinking about you. They have been thinking a lot about you, about your connection. This is definitely some kind of no contact situation. There could also be physical distance between the two of you. But more than missing you, it's deep thoughts about you and this connection. It looks like there are things your person has to think about with respect to you, with respect to this connection. I feel like one of the primary questions your person is asking themselves is, do they want this connection? How do they feel about you? How do they feel about this connection? I also think that your person might be thinking about the next steps for your connection. Are they ready for it? So it's more of a very logical thought process that's unfolding in their mind. So the answer to the question is, do they miss you? I would say it's not more so about missing you, because right now your person needs to answer certain questions. So the priority of the moment is for them to figure things out with respect to you and with respect to this connection. They are thinking a lot about you. But yeah, it's not more so missing, it's just thinking more about this connection. They're in a very logical thought process at this point in time. It's more of seeing whether this connection fits into their life. For some of you, maybe this isn't a no contact. Maybe this is just the initial stages of a connection, and your person might be thinking about where they see this going, how are they feeling about you. But yes, there is definitely some kind of distance. Like your person is definitely sitting with their thoughts. Either the distance is forced, as in both of you are in separation and your person is looking within for those answers, or for some of you, the distance is intentional and your person is making sure that they have these questions answered before they come forward. Having clarity about you, about this connection, is priority for your person. I think that there is a lot that this connection can offer them in terms of emotional fulfillment, in terms of love, care. And I do see that your person might be evaluating how this connection will change their life, how this connection will, I guess, make them see life differently is also what I'm hearing. But yeah, they're not in their fields at this point, Pal 1. It's a little bit different, even as I'm reading the energy of your person. I was expecting a very direct yes or no, but in your reading, in your person's energy, they need to have certain questions answered before they allow themselves to feel more for you or feel more for this connection. I think that might be some kind of maybe a protective mechanism, like your person doesn't want to feel too much before they feel secure in this connection. Maybe they have certain questions that they need to answer within themselves before they start allowing themselves to feel more. That could be a possibility with the Eight of Swords coming through and the Empress, like the Empress being clarified by the Eight of Swords. So yeah, not particularly in their fields, but I think that this person needs to think things through first before they feel something for you or for this connection. It's very difficult for me to tap into your person's energy, just that they don't want to give me any answers. It's like, I have few questions to be answered first. Let me first get to that, and then I will get you your answer. Like, that's kind of the energy that is coming through. But you are very heavy on their mind. You are very, very heavy on their mind. With progress coming through, I think that even thinking about this connection, thinking about you, maybe trying to see if this connection fits into their life, what is the future that they envision, even thoughts of this actually signals that your person is starting to be open to this connection, is starting to maybe get a feel of this connection before they can explore their feelings about you. So not getting an answer for this reading might actually be a sign of progress for you, Pal 1. That's also one more message that's coming through. And another message that's coming through is, I think that there are a lot of responsibilities on your person. Yeah, sorry, I had to cough. I don't know why. I think some throat chakra blocks coming through in your reading, Pal 1. But yes, where was I? Your person might be in some kind of leadership position. Just that we do have leadership coming up, but I'm also feeling that with a Hierophant, that maybe there are people who depend on your person. Maybe there are certain obligations and responsibilities that your person feels they have to carry out no matter what. And they might be wondering if this connection will pull them away from it. Will it destabilize them? Or will they be able to handle this connection along with their obligations and responsibilities? Because I think that their responsibilities are very important to them. So the connection has to work around that. And they will not forego anything, or whatever these roles and responsibilities are. They will not be able to forego that at this point in time for the connection. So they have to make sure that the connection is flexible enough to allow them to continue living the life that they are living at this point in time. That's also one more message that's coming through. Very logical approach. But yeah, like I said, it could be some kind of a protective mechanism, L1, but they need to think their way through before they can allow themselves to feel. Yeah. Yeah, they will not give you an answer. They will not explore their feelings for you until they've sorted it out mentally. It seems to be your person's, like maybe that is how they just deal with certain making certain decisions in their life. There is no right or wrong. I think that it is just how your person is. This is just how they wish to, I guess I was about to say attack. So maybe that is how your person deals with their thought processes about different things. Like maybe they feel like every decision, you have to weigh the pros and cons. You have to think about it in a more logical sense. You have to see how it is going to affect you. You have to take a picture of the long term before you allow yourself to get emotionally invested. So maybe your person just is like that. Like I said, there is no wrong, no right. There is no judgment as well. That is just how they choose to show up. And at this point in time, they're still thinking things through about you, about this connection. All right? Let's take a look at the extended. Let's see what will come through. Okay. Look at what would they say to you right now? What are their current intentions and what is their next move? All right, so details for the extended is going to be there in the description box below if you'd like to check it out. But Pal 1, this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you are looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. Pal 1, take care, trust your intuition. You always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye. Hi Pal 2, for those of you who chose the Unveiled Tarot, this is going to be your reading, right? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energy. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, Pal 2. Do they miss you? Does your person miss you? Let's take a look. Do they miss you? Four of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Five of Cups, the Mob, Page of Cups, Three of Wands, Five of Swords. The answer is yes. Yes, your person does miss you. But I don't think that they are going to admit it to anyone. Not even to you. Intuition. 555 change. We'll work on our communication. To be fair. Okay. The answer is yes, Pal 2. Your person does miss you, but very defensive about it. I think that it bothers them that they miss you, or they just don't want anyone to know. I think it makes them feel very vulnerable to let you or anybody else know that they miss you. This could be a no contact separation situation. That's also a message that's coming through, because there's something about some kind of dynamic that's playing out. I'm able to feel it, like your person doesn't want to be the person to talk to you, to be the first person to break the silence. I'm getting that energy between the two of you. And I'm also seeing that they're waiting for you to reach out to them. They're waiting to see if you miss them as well. And if they reach out to you, then they will be showing that they miss you and they don't want to let you know. I am seeing that power play playing out at this point in time. But they are checking on you, they're watching you, they're trying to see if you do feel the same way about them. For some of you, maybe this is like the beginning stages of a connection where both of you haven't really confessed what you feel for the other person, and maybe your person doesn't want to kind of put their cards on the table before both of you have had a conversation. But yes, there is that energy that's playing where they want you to be the one to show them first that you miss them, and until you do that, then they're not going to, because it's too vulnerable and they don't really want to show it just yet. That's also the energy that's coming through. I think that there are some conversations that need to happen between the two of you. I think that both of you need to at some point put your cards on the table, maybe have an open and honest conversation depending on where both of you are at with respect to your journeys, because there is a desire on your person's end to reach out to you, to talk to you, to have conversations with you. But at the same time, they don't want to be the one to break the silence. They don't want to be the one to show you that they care of sorts, or they care more than you. That's also another message that's coming through. Your person perceives that they like you more than you like them, or they're feeling more than you feel about them. That's also one more message. So it's kind of like they want more proof that you also are feeling the same way that they are, so that they feel more secure in what they are feeling. So that might be what is playing out. For some of you, yes, this could be a no contact situation where maybe your person was the one who decided to separate or to end this connection in the past. And now it's kind of bothering them that they're the ones feeling the loss. They're the ones missing you, and they are not sure if you are also feeling the same way. The common theme for all of you, regardless of where you are at with your connection, is that your person is missing you, but they will never, ever let you know until they know that you are missing them or you're feeling the same way as them, right? Another message that is coming through is your person thinks about you a lot. And trust me, like, this person might be like a little bit obsessed about you, like constantly watching you, observing you, studying you is also what I'm hearing. And like I said, they need, or they're looking for hints or something in your actions, something in your words that's going to help reassure that they are also in the same boat as you, and both of you are feeling the same way towards each other. So yeah, this person's watching you, all right? Whether it's your social media likes, your posts, your stories, even if you feel like they're not, they are. Just because I guess that reassurance is important for them. But at the same time, they don't want to let you know that they're looking for that reassurance. So if you were to just upfront ask them, yeah, the answer would be no. They would get very defensive. They would probably run away. They would, if things start to get more intense between the two of you, this person might have a tendency to ghost as well, especially when they start feeling insecure that you don't feel for them as much as they feel for you. And then that becomes a whole different, like, they get scared and then they just disappear because they're not yet ready, or they're not yet in the place to ask for reassurance. Like I said, there is something about communication that's coming through very strongly. Like, both of you at some point will need to have honest and open conversations, just that there's a lot of hiding, there's a lot of sneaking around, there's a lot of not being open with how one truly feels, and instead finding different ways, like, to figure things out, which indirect approaches. But at some point, yes, I do see that there needs to be some kind of conversation happening between the two of you. I think that intuitively your person does know that you feel the same way towards them, but I think that they have a difficult time believing that. I think that your person needs actual proof, or they need you to say it, or they're trying to just find evidence for their intuition as well. So yes, of course, they do miss you. They do think about you. They are watching you very, very intently. It's kind of like the person might be, I'm hearing, get a PhD on you. Like, that is how intensely this person is watching you. And you might not even have a single clue that this person has been that intently focused on you. They're watching every move of yours. And I don't mean to creep you out. I think that your person just needs that reassurance that you also feel the same way. I don't think that this person's going to come forward just yet, given their energy, given there's so much of resistance. So you might have to be the one to break the silence if you feel called to. You might have to be the one to maybe put your cards on the table and encourage your person also to do the same, because on their end, it's very, very resistive. Yeah, they're hoping that, they don't have to do all this. Like, I think that your person, it is frustrating them that they're not getting the answers that they're looking for. But I also think that they're looking for the answers the wrong way or a very misaligned way. They could just ask you, but a lot of fear about that, a lot of hesitation, and just that ego also stepping in, not wanting to show their cards before you show your cards. So they're hoping for a change in the dynamic between the two of you. Like they don't want all this sneaking around. They don't want to, like, it is constant mental energy, right? To decode what someone is saying, to it's that constant mental energy that it does get exhausting, and your person, it's starting to exhaust them as well. So I think that they do want things to be out in the open between the two of you, but it's about the courage. It's about the courage to put their cards out. And at this point in time, it is a little bit of blocked energy. I do see that your person's very, very hesitant, but I think that an ideal version of themselves, like, you know, a version of themselves that they dream about is, oh, I just barge in and I share all my feelings, or I just let them know exactly what I'm thinking and what I am feeling. But yeah, like I said, a lot of resistance to that. It's the image that they feel they need to be in, but to actually do it, I think that I'm hearing chicken out. So I think that when it comes to, like, push comes to shove, your person does not do it, or they back away. So you might have a lot of these hey, how are you conversations where you feel like your person wants to say something more, or they are kind of digging for like clues about how you feel about them. And then when they don't get the answer that they're looking for, or when they're not able to, or beyond hey, how are you, and they're supposed to continue the conversation, again, they might just slip away, or they might just ghost. That's also another energy that's coming through. But that's all coming from a place of, yes, both of you need to be communicating a little bit more openly about what you're thinking and feeling at this point in time. Yes, it's going to take, yes, time for both of you to work on your communication, but I think that one of you will have to break this weird power play that's playing out between the two of you. So if you feel called to, then it might have to be on you, because at this point in time, your person's running away from taking on that responsibility. So one of you will have to break it. Otherwise, the dynamic is just going to keep playing and playing, and it might actually start to get very, very frustrating. For some of you, I do see that maybe it has been multiple cycles of this playing out. So one of you will have to behave in a more aligned way, aligned to honest communication, honest and open communication, and then the other will like naturally align, right? So one of you will have to lead that that alignment. That is the message that's coming through. Let's take a look at the extended. Let's see what's coming through in the extended. We'll look at what would they say to you right now, and what are their current intentions, and what is their next move. All right, so we'll take a deep dive into this. I'll pull out more tarot cards. I'll pull out some oracle cards as well. We'll see what the energy is trying to tell us about where your person is at and what they would say to you. All right, details for the extended is going to be there in the description box below if you'd like to check it out. How to. This is where I'll leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you're looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. Pile 2, take care, trust your intuition. You always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.